notebook of a bunch of random stuff. So now it's come down to me making these goals smart. It's not been easy. It's really not been easy. That's why this needs to be done. I'm up for a challenge, especially if it's gonna help me move forward. I had written down different goals for this Road 36 to Infinity. And when it comes to the practice, that I want to strengthen my mindset. This in turn is connected to just overall confidence in my abilities, the wish or the hopes to be able to think and to believe that any battle that I go and participate in, that I have the potential to win, which is different that I'm gonna win every battle. I'm not gonna sit here and lie that I've never cared about winning, because I have. You want to win, but that everything in life and dance is not only about winning, even in a competition. Having said that, I want to be able to enter battles with the idea, with the mindset, with the belief that I'm there with the possibility of winning. Because what has also happened sometimes is that I go to an event super pumped and I feel prepared, but that I might already be in a losing mind state because, I don't know, I might check the room and I'll be like, oh, you have these and these people here. Oh, they're amazing. Now I don't have a chance anymore, but I will do my best and we'll just see where I'll end up. Which I feel is a different mindset than me going and be like, okay, these people are here. All right, let's go. I'm here knowing that I can't win. So I'm just gonna, give it my all and then we'll see where things go, but not being intimidated by the people that you see there. Not anymore go to an event and feel intimidated, but instead, I believe in my capacities, I believe in my abilities, I know I can win. Now is for me to just face each opponent, each challenge, trying to always bring out the most out of them, which in turn brings the most out of me. Because at the end of the day, I'm not making the call. X amount of judges that are voting. It can be many different things that play importance that will determine whether or not you win. That's why to set a goal that I'm gonna win this or this or this battle, I can't have that as a goal anymore because it's not realistic, because again, it's out of my control. However, what is within my control is to train my abilities so that I at least have the potential. I have what I need. This then connected with the mentality or the mindset of that I can win any battle that I participate in is all related to the confidence in my abilities. How I'm gonna try to make this goal from less vague to more tangible is by, okay, what can I do concretely? What can I do? What is within my control? My practice in developing my dance is currently very much centered around battles. Knowing that battles is not all there is to dance, but this is the context that I believe is helping me to find ways to improve my dance the most currently. What I want to do is then adapt be inspired. I'm going to take inspiration from the Trivium Values system, a system that's been developed by DJ Renegade and B-Boy Storm. This system is based on 3 areas, which is the mind, body, and soul. And I want to look at this system and what it is that they're looking at, direct a certain focus into how I am training and preparing myself for these battles. So I'm gonna allow myself to be inspired by this mind, body, and soul system that they have and the different, sub-elements within these 3 categories. I haven't really gotten to the goal yet, but experience I had in London, which was the whole the popping session, a quality that I feel that I am very weak in, so that's a future strength. I'm just really taking you through what's happening here. I'm obviously not very prepared, The base of my goal is to strengthen my mindset, which is connected to improving my self-esteem and to believing that I can win any battle. What does that then boil down to? What is it that would make me feel more confident about myself? And I think it's by starting to tackle areas or points in my dance that I feel are making me doubt or that create this space of low self-esteem. Looking at this then, again, the mind, body, and soul judging system, use this judging system to kind of like look, okay, where am I somewhat good at the moment, and where am I not so good, and what could I become better in, to kind of like balance it out. And I think overall making me more confident about my abilities. Overall, when I look at it, so the body aspect covers something they call technique. So everything that has to do with the physicality. So technique and variety. This I think I am working on. I'm working on both the technique aspect and the variety. Within the technique aspect, body control and dynamics, this is where the popping session I had come into play of feeling weak and how I can use my body. So to strengthen that is something I could do. When it comes to different techniques and different ways we can use our bodies, I like to look at it as managing or navigating through different elements. And elements as in like water, fire, earth, and wind. For example, when it comes to working with groundedness and with floor work, that for me, I connect it to the element earth. Water is something I've been working a lot on lately. So this is where like all the fluidity comes in, all the waves, all the popping technique or poppers, as well as crumpers, also I would say locking. These are all styles that have a lot of elements that I connect to fire. And then anything to do with air, so aerial movements or acrobatics, being light on your feet, very simply categorized to help me navigate and to differentiate ways of using your body. So having said that, for most of my career, I've been navigating within earth. Lately with my Leviathan Flow, I've been diving into water. We have a combination of base elements of earth and water, which in my dance, what I think will help me feel more confident is if I add another element. Ideally, it would be to go into avatar state and being able to navigate between all elements. Maybe that for this coming year, to start to expand my practice by adding a pinch, starting small, adding a pinch of fire into my practice. So I think by adding fire, it will help me feel more broad in terms of the way I can move, making me feel more capable and also more confident in my dance. When I look at the other aspects so this is still connected to the body aspect. And if I look at the other aspects of this judging system, so we got the mind, which covers creativity and personality. So the creativity is things like progression from the foundation. So you have the foundation of your dance, and then how do you take that further? So within creativity, within personality, you have things as stage presence and character. I mean, obviously can always improve. Then we have the soul aspect, which comes down to musicality. So the coherence, the texture, the rhythm within your musicality, and then performance. So composition, impact, authenticity. This is an area where I immediately, this is a space where I can work on, which immediately draws me to musicality. I started dancing solely based on physicality. Also, I was very much drawn into the aesthetics. When I saw dancers, I was like, whoa, I want to be able to do that. But mainly of like how I was impressed, I would want to impress others. And only with time did I uncover or discover the other elements of expression and the importance of music, and that movements without connection to all these different elements is just movement. With the years and with time, I went from having very little awareness within musicality. It went from like lacking to, okay, I have. But I still feel that it's an area that I don't feel super strong in that. So if I look overall in this trinity of soul, mind, and body, the area of like soul is where I feel weaker in. As I'm writing this down, I think that my goal for this coming year is a bit clearer. Maybe not for you, but I'm gonna make that so. So instead, my starting goal was I want to strengthen my mindset. And looking at it and seeing what it is that this means, you know, improving self-esteem, improving confidence, and believing that I have the potential to win any battle that I enter. What makes me feel doubt or not believe in my capacities, and is the feeling of lacking certain abilities. So I mentioned the fire element, and I mentioned musicality. My goal for this coming year, so from now until August, September next year, I will work on improving my musicality and fire element. So it's 2 goals in one. So actually this would be 2 goals. My first goal will be to work on my musicality for the coming year and to become more confident in that. And then I want to add another goal, which is to discover what fire means to me in movement, and to add fire into my practice. So the first goal I had now turned into 2 goals. This now becomes clearer, but even now these can become even clearer. So like by also being more specific and, okay, how am I gonna practice musicality? For what period? Am I gonna, from now till December, am I gonna work on one aspect of music, and then on the next? This is what I'm gonna figure out. And then also the fire aspect is, what does that mean? And when that is clear, how am I gonna add this then in my practice, and to make that a daily practice? So, okay, so this I'm gonna work on a bit more, write this a bit better, and then I will share that with you. But this is at least a process of setting goals. Cool, I'm happy. I hope that things are going well with your goal setting and that you've been able to make your goals a bit clearer. I don't know what goals you have. Perhaps you would want to share them with me. Maybe drop them in the comments below. And like this, we make them a reality. They exist. And then we can always go back and check how we're doing, and to just check in on each other, and just to keep each other motivated and inspired to continue pursuing these goals. And don't forget that you can always take a moment throughout the process of like reevaluating your goals, you know, to check how's it going. Do I need to make any tweaks? Can I make them even smarter, or do I need to change something? So yeah, that's always possible. So these goals are always organic. They can always change and adjust. Everything is meant to just move you forward, help you have clear intentions with your practice. I'm happy. I hope you're happy. I'm gonna leave you there, and I hope that you're having an amazing practice, and let's continue finding out what our true potential is. And I'll see you in the next video.